let's go to the topic of self-love. So what is self-love to you? And yeah, start with Sister Laura, please.
What is self-love? um, well, for me personally, it's something I've actually kind of discovered through lockdown, and
Mm.
yeah, taking time for myself, and just appreciating what God has created. Really, there's there's so much to God. There is so much, and yeah, being comfortable being by yourself, and just having the time of your life. I actually heard this song this afternoon. It was living my best life.
Best life. Yes.
And I was like, yes, I can resonate with this one. I am living my best life. And there I was driving along, bopping my head down. And I was just like, God, you are so amazing. You are so amazing. I was just,
Mm,
thanking him for his grace. I was thanking
mm,
him for just everything that he has taken me through. And God takes you at times on the journey, and you're just like, God, I don't understand this, but somehow
mm,
you are faithful, and I'm gonna praise you regardless. I'm gonna discover things about you through this journey, and
mm.
in doing so, I mean, like I said, I discovered running. So for me, actually this week I've just stepped up my another level. So
Whoop,
I've been
whoop.
trying to do like 10K, like at least. Not like,
Wow.
I mean, I do my 10K at the weekend, so my 10-15K is a piece of, I don't, well, it's not an easy peasy, but the grace of God helps me. But I haven't been able
Yeah.
to do any more than, at the weekend. So I was like, this week
Mm,
I've got to do more. I want to do at least at least one 10K. And on
mm.
Tuesday, by the grace of God, he helped me, and on
Wow.
Thursday again, I just did another 10K. So
Wow. Well
just
done.
discovering, having my me time, having my time. And that's the time where I can just,
Mm,
go out, be on my own, talk to God, and just discover, this beautiful world that he's created, and
yeah.
just getting to him to allow you to see things in a different way. So that's
Mm,
kind of how I've discovered self-love. Just, just enjoying being me, enjoying what God has created, and just, being, and it's not about, being in a relationship, discovering love. It's the love that Christ has for you, and you discovering what he has called you for, the purpose, and the people that he has called you
mm,
to touch. I had a conversation with a work colleague 2 weeks ago, and I've been
mm,
praying, like, God, just show me the reason why you brought me to this place. There is a reason. I know there is a reason where you take us to different places, but that was like it's almost been a year, and I've just had an amazing conversation. She was like, I wish I got married in the church. I didn't get a chance, but I really want to get back to God. I really want to get back to
yeah.
just, I grew up with that, and I really miss that. So there I was,
Mm,
my Christmas party meeting, and I was just like, God, this is amazing. And she was like, "What?" I said, "Look, the reason why I do what I do is because of the love of God." So
mm.
that has been a journey for me, and it's, well, an ongoing journey.
Wow, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I like what you said there about, living your best life. But the one thing I like what you said was about enjoying God's, and there's so much to enjoy. When you take a time and just step back and just look at everything around you. That's the thing we tend to not do. We just go on our busy life, just going on like just this mundane things. We just go to work, come back, sit down. But if we actually take time, to just I enjoy walks. I like to go for walks. I'm not as active as you are. I wish I could, and I'm open to. But I like to take walks, and I love to just enjoy nature. There's so much beautiful. There's so much beauty in nature. When people say, you think you're just saying it, but you have to really step back and just look around. And when I go for my walks, it's also a time for me to reflect and talk to God as well. And that for me also is what, like you said, it's part of self love as well. Thank you so much for that, Juliet.
Wow. Yeah, that was amazing, Sister Laura. Thank you for that. I come from it from I come to it from a different perspective. I think for me, self-love, having been someone who has struggled with a lot of insecurities for a very long time, I think it's very easy to let the world dictate how you see yourself. And it's very easy to let the things around you dictate how you see yourself, or to let the situations that you're going through, to let that define how you see yourself. But I've come to see self-love as knowing that I am loved regardless of what my situation says, and regardless of what my life says, or regardless of what I'm going through. Because I used to go through a period of my life where every minor inconvenience, I'd be like, wow, God, you really had to throw that one in there. Every minor inconvenience, I'm like, God, as if life isn't bad enough as it is. Really? And that got me to a place of really feeling so inferior and feeling like I was not loved at all. And when you feel like you're not loved, it's very hard to love yourself. It's very hard to see yourself as something of importance when you feel like, God, I'm being punished for something, or God, you don't love me, or God, everything that I'm going through is just solidifying the fact that you do not love me. And it was something that, and it's still a learning process, it's still a learning curve. But I think self-love for me is being able to know that irrespective of what my situations say, and irrespective of what the climate around me may be, irrespective of what my feelings are, I am still loved. And at the end of the day, God is still God and He is still good. And if I know that His words say that I am loved, and His words say that He is going to provide, and His words say that, He holds me in His hands and nothing can separate me from His love, then it doesn't matter what I'm feeling. It doesn't matter if, life is going, sideways. It doesn't matter if things aren't going my way. It doesn't matter if I don't fit the societal, idea of what is normal. I am still loved. So I think for me, it's about not letting the outside dictate your inside, but letting the one who created you and the one who dwells in the inside of you to dictate, how you see yourself. And that is going to pour out into the way that you love others. Because you can't love others if you don't love yourself, because you're always going to be thinking, oh, they must see this insecurity. They must really see me this way. And it's like half the time people aren't even thinking about you that way. They're really not. They love you for who you are. But because of the bad ways that we see ourselves, and because of the broken ways of thinking that we already have, we project it on other people, and we end up pushing people away when really all they want is to love us. All they want is to have us by their side, and they appreciate us for who we are. So yeah, I think self-love for me is just seeing and reminding myself daily of the truth. And the truth is, you are loved and you are cherished, and you are somebody that God sees as special. He sees you as worth dying for. And if He sees you as worth dying for, honey, you better walk in that, because that's exactly who you are. But yeah.
Well done. Look, wow, we're in chat today. Amen, sister.